Hey, welcome to another episode of the DVO Show. I am DVO and I'm with my friend Vanessa Ramirez.
Yes. Hi, everybody. I'm Vanessa Ramirez with Connexion Utah.
How you doing today?
Doing well. Thank you.
It's been a while since we've seen each other.
It has
We've been talking on social media a lot.
That's right.
We've been kind of giving each other referrals, which has been pretty awesome.
Yes.
That's been kind of fun.
Yeah.
And speaking of giving each other referrals, that's kind of why I wanted to talk to you today, is because you've started a new business recently, right?
Yes. And it's all based on referrals, actually.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah. So it's Connexion Utah, and it's a business network and community referral service. So,
but it's spelled differently.
Yes, Connexion.
Okay.
Connexion Utah. Yeah. So, by the way, we're all over Facebook, Instagram. We have a website up, everything. So make sure you look for us. So what we do is we do a few things. So we do monthly networking events.
Okay.
So we allow everybody in the community, you do not have to be a member, but to come out, bring your business cards. We always have a DJ. We have appetizers, cocktails. And it's just a really fun environment where people can come.
Fun.
It's still working.
Okay.
But you're having a little bit of fun. And to me, like, I love having fun. So
yeah,
it's like, okay, you're in a good atmosphere. You're with tons of different entrepreneurs, tons of different industries, professions. And so it's really cool because you can go there, get to know people. I kind of feel my take on referrals is if I know you personally, versus if I hear let's say you're the exact same person, but I don't know you, I've never met you, and I've heard your commercial. Let's say you do advertising on, I don't know, on radio. Okay. And I could have heard your commercial 3-4 times, which is great. I'm not bashing on them. Any type of advertisement is great. But I would prefer to send a referral to somebody that I personally know. Sure. Because then I kind of get a feel for how you work, what kind of person you are, a little bit more trust and confidence in you versus, oh, I just heard about somebody on the radio who I have no idea their work ethic, no idea who they are, anything about them. And so I would feel more comfortable sending a referral to someone I personally met. So anyways, we encourage just networking, getting to know one another so that you can send referrals to each other. That's one thing. The other thing is we have a membership. So for the membership, it's a monthly networking or a monthly fee, and there's several different things that you get in it. And so one of them, we do personalized videos with the video producer that we've teamed up with here locally. It's Salty Block Pictures. So if you don't know them, check them out. They're really good. So we do that with them, and then we, Connexion Utah, will blast that all over like social media. Just kind of everywhere we do paid sponsored ads to kind of get them out there and ask that they share it as well. We also have a directory on our website. So where you can go, it's Meet the Network, and we have, let's say you're looking for somebody in life insurance or something. So there, it's still being updated and tweaked, but so you can go on there, enter in or type in whatever keyword. So if it's medical, if it's real estate, if it's lender, whatever it is that you type it in, and then it pulls up a list of everybody in that industry. That is a member of ours.
Oh, that's cool.
Or just freelance, just look through and see who our members are. Then there is a bio for each member. So who they are, what they do, links to all their social media pages, to their website, their mission statement, their hours of operation, just everything. So that's another thing. And then we have different groups on Facebook. So there's a couple different groups. One of them is where the members can go on and do advertising. That's a public group, so the public has access to it, and the members are the only ones who can post in it. So whatever their business is, they can post on there. And then the other group is a closed group, so it's just for members. So let's say if I had a referral for you, then maybe I just let you know, hey, I'm sending you this person. Or let's say my friend needs an industry that, if I'm a member, that maybe I don't know of somebody in that industry, but I want to come to my team, which is the members, and say, hey guys, I know somebody that needs a taco truck for this weekend. Does anybody know of a taco truck? Whatever it is, random things. So that's kind of where that is. And then so it's mostly all like social media, internet based is what we do. Besides, obviously, the networking events, then we encourage people to kind of get to know each other, set what they call one-on-ones. So maybe at the networking event, you didn't have enough time because you're just going around kind of meeting everybody briefly, but you want to catch up with you maybe, for instance, like, you know what, I think we could work together, or we have something in common that maybe we could just send each other work or something. Why don't we meet on, outside of the network event? So
very cool.
That's what we do.
I like that. So let's rewind a little bit. How did you get into that? Because we've been friends for a long time on social media, and before social media, we knew each other personally.
Right.
But I saw you started ramping up your social medias.
Yeah.
And you were creating some awesome content that I was digging.
Trying.
And I liked it. I could tell, and I liked it. And then it was like I got this business rolling out. I love the idea. How did that even come about? How did that get birthed?
Okay. Well, so in my past, I guess my career has put me in a place where I've been kind of the go-to person for a lot of the community. And I think because of, so I worked for like the county before, I worked for an insurance company, I worked for now the law firms and attorneys for almost 10 years. And a lot of the times I was the only Spanish speaking in a lot of those, or had a lot of the Spanish clientele. So I feel like for them, sometimes they don't know how to get around, or they don't feel like they don't know a lot of people, or they don't know resources or how to get different things. So they would come and just ask like, hey, Vanessa, I get messages even still till this day. 2 days ago at 10 at night, this lady's like, hey, my daughter has a lease agreement and they're trying to charge her all this money. What do I do?
You're like, Google
I have no idea, but guess what? Let's try to figure it out. And so I'm like, send me the, and I'll try to help them as much as I can. Obviously, if I can't do it, then I say, you know what, I can help with this, but I think, you should let's get you referred to somebody who can help you.
That's nice.
Who is a professional in that industry,
Right.
So that's kind of how it came about, that's one thing. And I've just been sending referrals to everybody for years. So then recently, earlier this year, I would go to my friends' businesses, like I'd get my eyelashes done, my husband and my kids get their haircuts, and my friend owns a barbershop. And so I'm there and I'm like, hey, Eric, do you mind if I do a quick video and just kind of give you a shout out? And he's like, of course not. I mean, of course, right? They don't mind it. So I started doing that, but then I thought, well, there has to be more to it. I'm always sending referrals. Now I'm doing advertising for him. Okay, good. And so it still didn't really dawn on me. Well, my job, I started getting a lot of referrals for the law firm. Okay. And so there was 1 month where it was really good for me. And that was that I wasn't even advertising or really marketing. It was just natural resources of people that were coming to me because they know that I've been in the industry for so long. So then I thought, okay, well, I know there has to be more to it. There has to be more to it. So all of that kind of just started trickling down and falling together. And one day I was invited to this network. So I had no idea what even a network was.
Like a networking event?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So obviously I've been to different events, like just random things. But this one, they called it a networking event. And so I'm like, I have no idea what that is. Do I need to take anything? He said, nope, just come, bring your cards, and that's it. Cool. So I go. It was hosted at Topgolf. And I get there, and there's, maybe 20-something people there. And so I talked to one of the main people in charge and say, so what exactly is this? What do you do? And she said, oh, well, we just put it together so you can come and meet all the people that are here. They encourage you to become a member of that network after, you can visit it once or twice for free, and then to join the network. And so I said, well, what do you get with that network, and what's the fee? All right. Well, the cheapest membership was $99 a month. Wow. And the most expensive was, I think, almost $1,300 a month. So I said, oh, okay, that, you must be getting a lot if you're paying that much money, right? So I asked her what it was. She gave me a sheet and we went over it. And so the $99 a month got you an entrance one time per month to Topgolf. And so that's it. Nothing else. You don't get any advertising. You don't get anything. All you get is an entrance. So I'm like, okay, I would pay to go to Topgolf $99 just to go once and meet people. I don't think I really need that. It's not worth it to me. Yeah. But what do you get for the $1,300 one? She said, you get 4 entries a month. So 1 a week.
Okay.
Same thing. They don't offer anything else. They just offer the venue and for you to come and meet the people. And I thought, that's insane. Like, to me,
Yeah.
that was ridiculous. I thought I would never pay that. So all these things,
Right.
then everything made sense to me. And I'm like, wait a minute. I already have the referrals. I already have the connections, and I have all the people. I'm already doing advertising for my close friends and stuff. And I'm not charging them because I believe in what they do. And I think they do a great service. So why not promote them, right?
Yeah.
Which I had done always and forever anyways, and I've never expected anything in return as like, oh, here's a referral. Even if a realtor is making, thousands of dollars on one transaction. But then I just thought, well, and here's another thing. I enjoy like hosting events and stuff.
Okay.
So my long-term goal is to have like my own venue where I'm hosting events and doing all this really awesome stuff. But then when I get to that point, I'll have my own venue where I can still host the networking events is my goal, right? So I thought, well, what if I just put everything that I love and want and already do, just cram it all in one. And I think I could make it. Like, I honestly think I could make it.
I like that idea.
So then I thought, you know what? I'm doing it. Like, my kids were going on summer vacation. I didn't want to work anymore. I'm like, I don't feel like I need to wake up and do a Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe it's for some people, and I've done it for many, many years, but that ain't me. Like,
I totally get
that is not my lifestyle. I've never been that kind of like tamed person, although I've tried to just go with it for all these years. But I thought, I don't know, timing was really just right. I can't even say I would have done it before because I was never ready. Like, I wasn't ready. I didn't have the motivation. I didn't have all of this together. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't ready. And so I did it. And this is, we're in October now, so month 3.
Okay.
And so far it's been going great. So I'm
awesome.
really excited. I feel like the people are really liking it. One other thing that I wanted to share. So when I thought of doing these networking events or this network, I told this lady, and she said, oh, it's kind of like a company called BNI. And I'm like, no idea what that is.
Okay.
So as I got telling more of my friends who are business owners, they also compared it to BNI.
Sure.
So then there's like 5 people, and I said, okay, I have no idea what BNI is.
So tell people listening. I'm familiar with it. So tell people that are listening what BNI is.
So maybe you should, because I didn't get too much information on it.
It is a networking event where business owners,
it's not an event.
It's not an event.
It's a networking group.
It's a group, you're right. And you pay for memberships and you go and it just kind of entrepreneurs or self-employed people go together and then they're just trying to connect and network with each other. Yeah.
Right. And so when she told me about that and all these people did, I said, I'm going to go find out what BNI is. I want to know what this company is if I'm getting compared to it. So then this lady said, oh, there's a lot of other networks. You should check them all out. I said, okay, give me the names. And so I wrote them all down. I spent 1 week and I went to all these different networks, and they were all similar as far as they were all there for networking, which is great. But they were all more of a, I don't know, not like you're in school, but kind of that feeling. Like, you have your teacher, you're there, there's an agenda, you have to sit down, you can't be speaking because, there's a certain agenda that they have to keep, and you're not mingling. So it's kind of like, oh, hush, get there early so you can hurry and pass up cards. And then if you want to stay after, but then the whole time they had stuff going on. Yeah. And you're seated and quiet, Right. They all had that in common. And to me, I'm like, oh, it's great, but that's not fun for me. Like, it's not very fun, and I'm a fun person. So then I thought, okay, I'm still going with my idea, because with mine, we get together. Ours is just once a month. It's in the evening, and we always have a DJ. We always have appetizers. We have cocktails for those that are interested or not. And it's just a different environment. We don't even have chairs. We just have cocktail tables.
Gotcha.
So literally, tall
tables.
You're just kind of walking around, getting to know each other. We do introduce like some of the members so that they can get some more exposure. We have what is it called? Oh my gosh. Projector. So we're doing kind of like a slideshow as you're speaking. So let's say if you're a kitchen remodeler, as you're speaking, we see your logo, we see the work that you do, and it kind of gives more of a, I don't know, like credibility, or helps you get to know that person, right? So we do that. We have people that go and they'll rent like a table so that they can have, their pamphlets or whatever. People sign up, let them know what it is that they have to offer to these companies. So it's very different. But the other thing, like for instance, here's one other thing. So aside from the membership, we have where we started partnering with, we call them partners now. And so they're not a member, but they're a partner. So one that we recently partnered with, we have two now. And so the first one it's Salt Wax Society. So they own waxing boutiques here in Salt Lake. They have two locations, and then they have one in St. George. So all of our members get a discount for being a member with Salt Wax Society. Okay. And then recently we just closed one, which I'm going to share it on here. But it's not even supposed to be going out until Wednesday.
The DVO Show gets all the exclusives.
You got the exclusive. But we partnered with the Grizzlies from the Maverick Center. So if you're into hockey.
Right.
And so if you're a member, you get special discounts with them for their games, which I think is really awesome. I think it kind of will help each other. The other thing is they allow for the members to buy extra tickets so that they can give to their employees, to their family, things like that. And I kind of thought, I'm a huge family person, and I have gatherings all the time with my family, my friends and things. And so I always think, okay, I want work is work, right?
Yes.
But work should still be a little bit fun. It doesn't have to be all uptight all the time and everything.
Totally agree.
And so at the events, I feel like we bring that environment. Like, you can have fun. We're still in a very professional setting.
Yes.
But you get to have fun. It's a little more relaxed, laid back. And then I felt like, well, what can I do for them to be able to still enjoy with their family or their employees? I'm all about, like, treat your employees good, because they help us be who we are.
Absolutely.
Right? And so why not take care of them too? So that's why I thought the partnership, that way you can kind of give back, spend time with your family, enjoy it with your family with certain things. And then obviously, share it with your employees too. So I'm still working on getting more partnerships. I want to do it with, the amusement stuff here. Lagoon, Boondocks, maybe the movies, things like that.
Cool.
Anything
I like that idea.
Like maybe even, I don't know, like an auto company where they're giving people discounts for oil changes, or just anything you can think of. And the goal too for the network is to be the go-to for the community. So like the yellow pages mixed with Google, kind of.
Yeah, and Angie's List, maybe too.
Everything meshed in one, where people can say, you know what, I need a cake for a wedding or something. Oh, I don't know who to call, but you know what? I trust Connexion Utah.
Yes.
I trust all their people. I think they have really, like a great team. So I'm going to go to Connexion Utah and see if they can help me.
So they would go to your website, and there's like a search engine.
Right.
And then, and like you said, you put in key hot words, you type that in, and then boom, a couple options come up.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
I like that. No, I like that idea. It's different. So, networking events, I've actually been to a lot. Have you been to a lot then?
Yeah, a few, yeah.
Okay, so I've been to a lot, and they're interesting. But what I like about your concept is it is fun added in.
Yeah.
You get that twist of fun added in that's missing in other networking events or platforms or groups or whatever. And I feel bad. I haven't been able to go every time you have an event. The first one you had, I was in Nevada. The second one, I was in California.
Yeah.
This third one, I have it written down. I have it written down in my calendar.
Let me see, guys. Just kidding.
It's written down in my calendar. And I got a couple other things in there, too. So I'm always like, moving things around. Because I do want to go. But I did promote the first one. I saw in the pictures a few people that I recommended were there. I saw them. I'm like, oh, cool. They actually ended up going.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it. In the events, did you decorate those as well?
Yes.
Because they look awesome. I mean, it looks awesome. There's lights, nice table covers. I mean, it looks great.
Yeah.
Most ones I go to is not decorated. It's just very bland. It's usually it's not in a particular place. It kind of moves around.
Right.
And so these ones you set up look really nice.
Yeah.
This is the only one that I know of too that has a DJ that has cocktails. A lot of them will have donuts or bagels or something like that. But this is different. It's more fun. The pictures I saw you're doing pictures.
Yeah.
Where people are walking in, getting pictures taken.
Red carpet.
Red carpet is being put up on your social medias.
Right.
I mean, it looks awesome. It looks fun, and I've gotten feedback from the people that I sent. They said it was a good time. They enjoyed it.
Yeah, good.
So I'm excited to go to my first one here.
Yeah. Well, I was getting everything ready last night for this one coming up. It's Halloween themed. If you saw the invitation, I try to do like a fun themed invitation to kind of go with it. And at first I kept it, okay, let's get the name out there, make sure people know what it is. It's a professional setting. You know, this is kind of what we're expected of there. But now I'm like, okay, now that we kind of know what the network is and how the events are, now we can start adding a little twist to it. So this one will be still professional, but it will be Halloween themed. No, so nobody has to dress up unless you want to. But
so they can dress up like in a costume. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and so it'll we have just to kind of make it fun. I mean, and people ask me, is it a tax write-off? I talked to an accountant and asked, is the membership a tax write-off? He said it could be as long as you do it as a marketing expense, which it is marketing because you're there marketing your business. Absolutely. So then I think, okay, why would anybody not do it? If you're getting promotion, if you're attending these events and you can take your +1 or whoever you want, and just so many different things, I don't see why somebody wouldn't join it, you know?
Yeah, no, that's actually a good point. I mean, you can you can write it off on your taxes anyway.
Right.
Now, other network events I've been to, it was very similar to what I picture as a speed dating round. You're at a table, you're at a stand-up table, like you said, no chairs. You bring a stack of business cards. You kind of give a 15-second elevator pitch and drop your business cards. People can pick it if they want, and just kind of go around tables and things like that. Is it kind of very similar to that?
We don't do timing, and so we leave it open. So for the first maybe 45 minutes, we leave it so people are coming in. So you come in, there's a registration table. We also give out name badges. So everybody has a name badge, so I can come to you, I'll see your name and your profession. That way it's easier for me to start a conversation like, oh, okay, you're a chiropractor. That's awesome. You know, whatever. Yes. Oh, you do such and such. Okay. So it kind of starts, it's a little easier to open the conversation with that. So you go in anyways, you get your badge, then you go in. I always encourage everybody to take your business cards. We do a lot of raffles too. Good stuff. And so anyways, we leave it open so that people can, get their cocktails, get their appetizers, and then just kind of mingle and get to know other people. Okay. And then we start the, it's kind of like a mini agenda where I'll tell everybody a little bit about the business, what Connexion Utah is, what services we offer. And then if we have somebody that got a table for that event, then I give them the opportunity to go up and talk about who they are. Nice. And then same with I try not to do that many people because I don't want to bore the audience and I want to give them time to do what the purpose is networking, right? Yeah. But I just want them to see what kind of people are involved and how maybe they can work with those people. This week we have a company called Score that will be there. Yeah. Have you heard of them? Of course, yeah. They help small businesses. Yeah. And they're nationwide too. Right. But there's a Salt Lake division. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so they have mentors that help with tons of stuff. They have tons of free resources, which I think is great. Like stuff like that I want there and available for these people that are going, because the people that are going are mostly all business owners or business entrepreneurs that need those services. And if we can take advantage of them, why not? Why not share that? Share those resources. We had the Women's Business Center there through the Salt Lake Chamber. They were there last month. Very resourceful as well. So I want to bring that so that people feel like they have somewhere to go, that somebody can help them, that somebody can help answer their questions, or at least get them directed in the right area.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the goal. Go, network, get to know people, get yourself out there so you can get more referrals, get more revenue, and also have some resources available to you that maybe you don't know about, or maybe you do, but you weren't too informed, or you haven't utilized them. So that's a great opportunity
I like
to do that.
Tell me, do you believe in the concept of it's kind of like who you know?
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely. I totally do
Totally. Absolutely.
It's who you know. This is what I love about networking and referrals is it brings value.
Totally.
Right? It brings value. And I think what I don't like about some of the networking events or groups that I've come in contact with or been on, it always kind of seems selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Like their intentions were more selfish.
Yeah.
And I think people need to realize, and I saw this quote, I think it was from Warren Buffett, and he was saying the point of networking is to bring value.
Right.
Is to come and bring value. And that you can bounce each other off, referrals or where can help you. And it's funny you mentioned Topgolf. I just was taken to Topgolf by a real estate agent and a lender who I just connected them with. Right. So if people don't know, I'm in the financial field. I have a lot of my licenses, and I was working with a client, and they said, "Hey, we're looking to buy a house." I said, well, I just met somebody, right? And so I gave them a referral, and then they took me to Topgolf. It's like, that's the spot to go to. Yeah. To go hang out and talk. And so it's funny. Yeah, I think networking is important to bring value, because if it's a service that you don't actually do yourself, but if you can bring a connection that you've made and direct them to them, you're still bringing value to your client.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I think it's important that people kind of miss in these events.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What are some other great tips if someone says, okay, I want to try this out. I'm self-employed, or I'm an entrepreneur, or I'm trying to do a side hustle. I'm trying to get in the game. I don't, like you're saying, I don't want to do the 9 to 5. Right. I mean, that's not me. That's not you. Yeah. What are some tips you would give someone brand new that wants to go to this event?
First of all, come to the event.
Good. Number one.
Bring your business cards if you already have a business. If you don't, because there's people that have gone and they say, well, I don't have a business. Is it okay if I go? Of course. Sure. Everybody is welcome. Come, get to know people, because you don't know. Maybe you're there and you think, I don't know what I want to do yet. I don't know what my passion is, or I haven't found it quite yet. But if you go and you meet somebody there, maybe they're hiring, or maybe they see something in you that you didn't know, that you were a salesperson, and they're like, oh my gosh, she would be amazing to have on my team. Something like that, right? That's a good point. And I just believe so much in getting to know people. I'm such a weird person, because you hear people call and complain. If you go somewhere, let's say, I don't know, to the mall and buy something, and you had a customer service representative or whatever, a sales associate that did an awful job, and they seemed like they were in just a bad mood or whatever. Yes. And people will call and like, can I talk to your manager, because they want to complain about you. Yeah. Well, I'm the opposite person. So
I love it. I already know where you're going. Weird. I love it. Go.
I all the time will leave and I'll tell my husband, like, oh my gosh, she was just so nice, or that guy was really pleasant to deal with, and oh my gosh, like, they were amazing, right? So I'm that person that will call and like, can I speak to the manager? I'll wait like till the next day or something, and then just say, I had this incident, it went this way, and that person was just so amazing. Like, I am so grateful that I got the opportunity to deal with that person, because you never know. Like, to me, that's huge. I don't want to call somewhere. Let's say if I was calling a law firm, for instance. Yeah. I don't want to call that law firm and have somebody answer the phone with a super negative attitude, because guess what? I will not even go there. They could have the most amazing stuff, but because the person answered the phone in such a negative, bad attitude, I won't even use your service. I'm sorry. Right. Like, I won't, because to me, that speaks a lot for the company behind
reflects them,
right?
Absolutely.
Oh, totally. So I believe in that. I also one time had a really good experience that I really, really liked this person, and just the way that I was treated while I was there. They're top of the, like, they were seriously top of the line with their customer service. This person went over and beyond. This person was working alone, by the way, and was attending me and several other people. And she was multitasking big time. Like that is multitasking. And to me, I'm like that. So when I see people like that and those skills, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need this girl on my team. Like, I would love for her to work with me someday, right? So I'm not a scout or anything, but if I see things like that, I appreciate those things, and I want those people on my team. So going to these networking events, maybe you don't know what your path is, what your passion is, but maybe going there, you might meet somebody that can direct you in that way, or think, oh, you know what? I just got to find out a little bit more about, how realtors do their job, how this industry or this profession does that. Maybe I think I'll go that path, Or you meet somebody that, because these are all entrepreneurs, some might have more time or more experience in things, that they can help you, they can guide you. You feel so comfortable with these people that you feel okay to say, you know what, I'm having a problem with my employees, or my employees getting there late every day, or something, random topics. But because we're all kind of in that field or industry, it's easier for you to kind of bounce things off of other people, so that's another plus. Just networking, I'm so about it. And then for those reasons, and then obviously, to gain more exposure and help you grow your clientele, which at the end of the day, isn't that what we all want?
Of course.
More revenue. We want to be able to vacation, take time off later, so in order to do that, I feel like with exposure helps you to expose yourself for people to know who you are, which helps you then get referrals, which then helps you get revenue. So
I love the whole idea of it. Me too. I want to go back a little bit to what you were saying when I feel that most people, when I do a lot of Google reviews on businesses or events, and you're right. You're talking about that. You're right. So many people instantly talk about the negatives. In fact, it's unfortunate that I feel like people only talk when it is negative. Yeah. And you were just talking about, when someone gives you great service, you want to compliment them, you want to thank them, you might want to offer them an opportunity. Yeah. But so many people, I hate that we're in this society where I feel, in my opinion, you let me know what you think, that we always run to the negative. Yeah. We always post the negative and not also the positives. Right. Do you think that too? Yeah, totally. Okay, so it's not just me. Yeah, I see it all the time, and it's crazy to me. Do you think it has anything to do with, maybe we're going on a tangent here, but do you think it has anything to do with maybe the mindset of people want that instant gratification, or they have that entitlement feeling? Because I know it gets thrown around a lot with the millennials. I don't believe every millennial is a certain category like everyone puts them in. Yeah. But I do see a lot of entitlement attitudes. Yeah. Especially when it comes to the customer service. And I agree that the customer should be serviced well. Mm-hmm. And I agree, like you said earlier, that the employee should also be serviced well, so that they bring that up to the customer. Right. Anyway, my rant, what do you think about that? No, I agree. I don't know. It kind of, not even entitlement, but I just feel like we should appreciate everything, I like that. Why not? Why is it hard to say thank you? Why is it hard to take 5 minutes of your day to call in and say, I appreciate you. I appreciate this service. I'm so grateful. Just in so many things, there's so many people, like if you take a look at your life and all the blessings, and I think that's the thing, we look at, oh, we need this. Oh, we want this. Oh, we want, whatever. It's want, and needs. But do you really need all of that? You don't need it. Those are just wants, honestly. A lot of those, right? And so why not just be grateful with what we have, all the blessings that we have, all of the people who surround us that are uplifting. And if you don't feel that way, then maybe you need to change your circle. Honestly, that's it. Like if you're negative all the time and looking at all the bad, maybe that's like something inner that you need to kind of release. And I'm not trying to bash on anybody. Yeah, we all have our problems. Nobody's perfect. We all have our problems in every single thing in our lives, right? Not everything's not perfect. We have things going on with our kids, with our home life, with our work life, everything. But it's the way you learn to handle those things. So am I going to let that impact me? And because
I was driving to work and I spilled coffee and my kids were late and we woke, it starts with, we woke up late. Okay. Then we're all running late. Then one of us spills something on us and then, we get all the red lights and whatever. And then you get to work and then it's like, okay, cool.
Mismatched socks.
And are you going to let all those things affect you and let people hear that on the phone?
Yes.
No, absolutely not. Like, that's not me. Like, okay, my life can be chaotic, upside down if you want, but when I get on the phone or when I'm coming to business is business and personal is personal. And I've always kept that separate. And so I bring a different attitude. Like, there's some things, some situations that you have to deal with that are very unpleasant, but I don't portray that. I just like, I'm so sorry about that, or, whatever it is, so that you can make the best experience for that person. Because at the end of the day, most of the people that you're dealing with are paying you for a service.
So true.
And guess what? They're all keeping you in business. They're all paying for your employees. Like, they're helping you be who you are. And without them, who are you?
I like that.
So
I like that.
I just feel like you have to do a good job. You have to believe in what you do. You have to treat people right. You have to treat people with respect. I saw this post that said, I was raised to treat the the janitor with the same respect as the CEO. And that's us. Like, I say us because I can speak for like my family, my siblings, my mom, all of our family. Like, we've never seen somebody and be like, oh my God, they're a janitor or they're cleaning. No, like, if I'm in the bathroom or something in a public place and they're cleaning, like, I'll try to help clean up too, after myself, and I'll greet them just as I would $1 million, a person that makes $1 million a month or something. Like, I'm going to treat everybody with the same respect.
We're all humans.
We're all humans. Yeah. Just because they have a degree and they don't, it doesn't make them any less of a person.
Absolutely.
So I try to treat my kid or teach my kids the same thing. Like, you treat everybody with respect. And honestly, this sounds kind of crazy, but I have also taught my children that they deserve that same, which might be wrong.
Okay.
But I also, we've had a couple things where it's like, oh, well, this person told me this thing because they were an adult and my kid was a child. And I'm like, no, like, that is not okay. I'm not okay with that, because just because my child is, a minor child, it doesn't mean that they should be treated like like lesser of a person, and I think some people get that entitlement, or, this was actually a school thing that we had a little issue. And I thought and it came down to, there's a principal, there's a teacher, my child, and myself. And I said, that's the way I've raised my children, that they deserve the same respect just as everybody else does.
So the impression I got is you're raising them to respectfully think and speak for themselves.
Oh yeah, totally.
I like it.
Yeah. And regardless, if it's, like I said, it could be a plumber, a janitor, anything, versus a business person, like, totally fine. Everybody deserves the same respect. You respect everybody. You treat them all the same. And, that's just the way we do things. And nobody should be treated lesser of a person, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
I like that, and I agree with that.
Yeah. And
totally.
I've even seen, like, some of my friends that, they are pretty wealthy, and we've gone places in the past, and I've seen the way that they've treated, like servers or something. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, that is so rude. Like, why would you do that?
Like, you're embarrassed for that.
Yeah,
right?
I'm embarrassed. Yeah. Like, I want to get up and leave. Like, how are you treating that person like that? Like, I don't even understand. So, I mean, everybody has their own take on it. And I'm me. That's just the way I handle things. And I think it has... Honestly, I think that has a lot to do with why I have all the connections that I do, why I have all these people that come to me and ask for help, because they feel comfortable. And it's not that I try to be like, oh, I need to do this. No, it comes naturally. That's just who I am. And I think people can see that. And then it kind of opens the doors for them to feel comfortable.
Well, what's good is that you made that into a profitable event now, right? So you took that was basically a strength you had. That's why people are coming to you. And then you had the integrity and the smarts to say, well, why not make this how can I make this profitable for me and my family? Why not make the most use of my time and value by now creating this? which I like. So let's talk about this next upcoming event because it's only a couple days. So I want to post this as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So when is the next event? Date, time, location?
So it's this Wednesday, October 3rd. It's from 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
And it's at the Colonial Reception Center in Kearns. And so you can purchase tickets from our website. That's probably the easiest way to go.
Okay.
From our website. So it's just Connexion Utah, CONNEXION, Utah.com.
I'll put the description in or I'll put the info in the description here.
Perfect. So if you go there to the events tab, there's two options. So the $10 will get you the entrance. You still get appetizers, soft beverages and DJ and the whole experience.
Okay.
And then there's $20 if you want cocktail tickets. So that's really the only difference between the two.
Oh, very cool.
So it's better if you purchase your tickets ahead of time. That way you're not there purchasing tickets, waiting in line and everything. You just have your name on the list and can go straight in. This Wednesday, we'll have the Maverick Center with the Grizzlies that will be there, explaining or telling people what our partnership is. They'll also be doing a giveaway, four family pack. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Family 4-pack.
Okay.
Yeah, family 4-pack. And then we also have Score that they'll be there as well. We have another speaker that will be they're called Sapphire Dragons. So it's a little bit different. They sell CBD products.
Okay.
So for pain, all that kind of stuff, they do that. They also do another thing called Legal Shield. So identity protection, help with, documents, things like that. They help you get set up with that.
Set up a will.
Right.
Yeah.
Things like that. So Sapphire Dragons, that's them. And then there's the DJ. So it's DJ Asukita. He's with the Mixed Kings.
Okay.
He'll be there also. He is our DJ. He's a member. So we are going to have him go up and just briefly speak about what he does, where he's at, all that kind of stuff.
What kind of music? Or is he just going to be like more emceeing, or there will be music?
No, there
right?
will be music.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, and I think he does. I want to say like a variety of everything.
Okay.
Like everything. He also does. I think he's been more in the Latino environment for a while. Okay. So he has this thing called A Fuego Fridays.
Okay, nice.
I want to say it's out in like Orem or Provo. And I don't know like what venue it's at, but anyways, it's called A Fuego Fridays, and it's I believe it's 18 and older. They do not serve alcohol. It's a fun environment. I've heard really great things about it too. So he does that. They're trying to bring something out to Salt Lake, similar, non-alcoholic, fun environment. He has, lights. He has tons of DJs that work with him, so they're able to attend all kinds of different events and things. So we'll have those 4 speakers. So Sapphire Dragons, DJ Asukita, and then the Grizzlies and Score. So those will be the people that are speaking, and then obviously all the other businesses. We know usually we have like there's doctors, attorneys, real estate industry, dealership industry, beauty industry. I mean, it's from A to Z.
That's great.
That's what we want. We want because what happens when, let's say, you're doing somebody's wax or something and they come in and they're like, it's just been a horrible week. I got in a car accident or something. Oh, well, you know what? I met this attorney who handles car accident cases. You should contact them, or they're in there and, we're ready to buy a house or something. We're done renting. Oh, that's great. I know a realtor. Let me get you connected with them, So I think it's great. The other thing I wanted to mention is that Connexion Utah, while these members are members there, and if they get any closed business through the network, Connexion Utah does not ask for any commission on that.
Oh, that's a good point.
They do not ask for any commission. So what you get, you're paying your monthly subscription.
Right.
And with that already is like you're contributing to the network.
That makes sense. I like that.
So that's where you pay this monthly, and we'll promote you and we'll try to get you that business that you get to keep 100% of. And I don't encourage either. I mean, if somebody has an arrangement there, like if they do a gift card for a referral or something, that's fine. But I would never expect either among them to have to or be obligated to pay a commission fee or anything like that. So
I get exactly what you're saying. It's kind of like a unwritten little networking rule, you could say.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited because this is your third event.
And
I'm telling you guys, It looks great. It's only going to get better from here.
Yes.
I mean, you're still learning.
We're like still
Yeah.
ramping it up.
But I'll tell you, you're going leaps and bounds right away, and it's great. You know,
I tell everybody,
fantastic.
like, stick with us, guys. Like, be patient. Some people already feel like, oh, this is great, but there's more to come. There's so much more to come. I have so many more ideas. This is just the beginning. So I'm saying, ride with me and see where this takes us.
No, it's looking great. And just a pro tip for everybody: if you go the cocktail route, remember you're reflecting your business, so don't get too sauced up.
It's limited, by the way. It's only 2 cocktails max.
Oh, that's good.
That's it. Yeah.
We don't want no one acting a fool.
No.
No, awesome. Well, thanks for coming in, Vanessa, and
you.
talking about this. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I like how you're putting this twist on networking and making it so it's not maybe so bland or vanilla, but maybe turning up a notch and maybe putting a little flavor into it.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for coming in.
Yep,
and thanks for listening or watching, guys. Have a great one. Talk to you next time.
Thank you, guys.